You know, it's all about a little jump scare to get people awake. But how's everyone doing today? I see Robert, Mokshiro, Chris, Nick, Double O. What's up? How do things be? Meantime, poll time. Let me make a little poll thing.
Oh my god! Wow!
Alright, Bing Chilling. Bing Chilling. Was that the... Yeah, come to think about it, is that the... How would I say it? Was that the start of like all things like AI and deep... Not really the start, but like the bigger boom that's like, oh look, this is so funny, and then people absolutely started going deeper into that, you know. But it is poll time. If you guys would like to see a game, I'm up for these 3 games. Alright, currently Other M seems to be winning by just 1 vote, so... Alright, do note with Other M, it is going to be the unmodded version, because I tried a modded version yesterday and it was not exactly what I expected. It was very, I don't know, it was like very Temu Other M kind of, like, in some aspects it made it worse, but in other aspects it made it better. Yeah, it was very janky. Like the songs were very weirdly picked. Like some songs, like some of the environmental songs were like good, but then like certain boss battles were like very weird. Um, and yeah, it was just, I don't know, just like all kinds of random just stuff slapped together. And also like they tried to make the story that the reason why Samus's suit like already has everything but doesn't use it because Adam said so, because that we couldn't use it, basically changed that the damage, or the damage that has been done in Super Metroid, that it is basically like that the suit is in a self-repair kind of state, and that's why like gradually automatically gain those abilities back. But yeah, in the original Other M, it's basically Samus just being like, oh, I can't use this thing. But yeah, that's literally the story in Other M. That's why people like absolutely hate it. And that was the reason why Samus had to gradually, you know, get more powerful, because again, she already had everything, but she just didn't do so because of, you know, you don't want to be exploding the entire thing. We need everything intact as much as possible. That's why the authorization of certain things wasn't, you know, wasn't allowed. And yeah, it's quite something. It's quite something, really. So again, story-wise, Other M makes no sense. Combat-wise, it is very fun. It is really fun. Like, honestly, the combat in Other M, in my opinion, is like, it is more fun than Metroid Dread, in my opinion. And like, I feel like I have more memories with Other M than I have with Metroid Dread. Like, Metroid Dread has some badass moments, but the environments, the music, and the bosses are very forgetful. They're very generic and they're kind of boring. In Other M, it's just very memorable of how, again, I keep saying it, how powerful Samus actually is and how nimble she is. Like, it's crazy, like the things that you can do in Other M. And I hope that there will be more games like Other M, but with a good story this time. It would absolutely be amazing.
What's up, June?
Alright, Other M was the one you showed me that has Samus doing all those finisher moves? Yep, exactly. So let me boot up the thing. Do the thing.
Hello there.
Julie, do the thing. Give me just a sec. Let's see here. By the way, hey, hacks, but not heck, well, both heck and hex. The two hex. But let me see here in the stream title thingy as well. So yeah, basically we're just gonna play through vanilla, other M, I mean, not completely, just for the time being. We will pick it up again, like after Prime 4 probably. But yeah, it's gonna be, the unedited version. Okay, do we go from the start then, or how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna go from the start, or... Yeah, maybe we should, because I'm already here, like, apparently it saved my file from the modded version as well. So I guess it's better for us to go from the start and go from there? Again, this is, though, undeniably the most cinematic Metroid game that you'll ever find.
Why am I still alive? The baby.
Again, when this first released, though, this was so cool, though, because it literally does a recreation or cinematic recreation of what happened at the end of Super Metroid. Rest in peace, baby. All the babies.
Mother, time to go.
Chunker, keep your hands above the table. And this is the model that they use for Street Fighter V, by the way, for that mod. Like, this model is what basically inspired that mod.
I awoke to the familiar voice of a quarantine officer.
Let's try sitting up, huh? Slowly now.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the hyper beam, which was given to me somehow by the baby, I laid Mother Brain to waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed Planet Zebes, along with the remains of Mother Brain, the space pirates, and my long-standing nemesis, Wrigley, and the baby.
Come on, Samus. Let's go next door.
Right, let's get started. Ready for a quick test, Samus? Let's start with a little warm-up. Try a charge beam for me. Sharp-looking charge beam, just the way I like it. Okay, more ball next. Go ahead and drop some bombs. Okay, get out of Morphball mode and return to normal. Perfect, Samus. Alright, stand in the middle of the room. Surprised? From there, kick climb to work your way up. Just like that, Samus. Let's invite some of your pals. Okay, looking good. Let's check your reaction time. Here come some beams. Dodge them. Okay, those are the moves I remember.
Imagine having one of the worst Metroid games have the best ways to actually make
Remember how
dodging
that
fun
feels.
and not like slow down, you know, the momentum of a combat.
Next, how about a missile test? Use concentration to replenish your missile supply. You haven't forgotten, have you? Use concentration to replenish your missile supply. One of your pesky buddies is lurking here somewhere. Find him for me, huh? Why not say hello with a missile? now's your chance.
See, why can't we have more games like this? See, Samus can do cool shit.
How about you try using a power bomb? This area is well fortified, so don't hold back. Allow adequate room around you during power bomb. All right, Samus. That's it for the test. Looks like you took quite a bit of damage. It's unbelievable how well you've held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power
By the
baby
way,
gave
a
me.
little shout out also, I'm gonna interrupt the thing here.
Right. You're doing the
But
meeting.
the voice direction is basically the same
dogs are
over
waiting.
like both Japanese and English dubs basically of this, so the direction is at fault for the story being so terrible. So, shout out to the voice actors, but
Not even a
fuck you,
fragment.
directors.
None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby.
Alright, Quan, do take care, have a good night's rest, okay? Enjoy your sleep.
The finality of it struck me once again.
But yeah, this is basically...
Mission
So,
completed.
you have
Planet Zebes
AM2R, then Super Metroid, then this, and then Metroid Fusion.
A simple report, almost dull even, but it felt momentous to me. I don't know how much time passed since then. Days went by in their quiet way, and people's recollections of Metroids and space pirates grew nebulous over time, relegated to a past concern of the galactic communities. Nothing more than a faded memory. Codename Baby's Cry. A common SOS with the urgency of a baby crying. The nickname comes from the fact that the purpose of the signal is to draw attention. The signal was coming from a remote part of space. I altered the course of my ship as if this detour had already been part of my flight plan. Baby's cry. It was as though it was crying specifically for me.
Again, I don't know what the people at Nintendo were smoking back then, but the direction here is absolutely terrible.
Federation, huh?
Ah, fancy meeting you here, princess.
Remember me?
Anthony.
There's only one person who calls me princess. And that person is Anthony Higgs of the Galactic Federation Army.
Haven't seen you since that last mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
Literally the only chill dude on that team.
Adam Malkovich, a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a trusted confidant, but also my former superior officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam. To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
The word he so obviously chose, outsider, pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped.
No dice. I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is out, and we can't get the barrier wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
So, yeah, so Adam over here, this is again when the dude was still alive, obviously. But in Metroid Fusion, dude's super dead, right? And that's why in Fusion, that's why like near the end, Samus calls that computer Adam because of the things and the way that the computer says something. This is literally the guy that she's been talking about.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Yeah, this is where that whole authorization bullshit starts. Basically, what the Federation wants to do is investigate whatever shenanigans are happening in here without causing collateral damage. Like, as little collateral damage as possible, preferably none at all. That's why, like, we know how OP Samus is, and that's why Samus is like, I know how OP I am, so I'm not gonna use those things, because Federation wants to do something, and I don't want to be, fucking over the Federation. Still, I think, or personally believe that Samus is, at this point, way more than capable of understanding, like, how powerful she is, what to use and what not to use. But yeah, that's where the story then, indeed, like, kind of sucks, though, because, again, at this point, Samus knows what she can do. But yeah. But yeah, so Adam and Samus basically worked together for a while. She kind of saw him a bit as a father figure because, again, like first off, she was raised by the Chozo and then enrolled in the Galactic Federation, and Adam was literally like a bit of a father figure to her, and that's why she has this connection with him a bit. I'll say it, Klonoa, what's up? Well, we just started from the bottom again because when I tried the modded version, like it was a bit shoddily made. Was a very, you know, was a very meh. So yeah. Like again, the gameplay in itself is absolutely fun. Like I wish more Metro games were like this. Just a little bit more fine-tuned, but like in terms of like showing what Samus is capable of, this is the best example that I could give. So props to, like which team was this again that made this? I think it was, what is it? Was it Team Ninja or whatever the fuck it was called? Like they're known for like action games, for like making like super high action games, and you can really tell that they really did that here. So like they know how to make the combat flow and whatever, so and that really shines in this game. Actually, I'm curious, like, who made that again? And I will also then, like, say which other games that these guys are known for. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so Team Ninja Indie, so that's, yeah, so what are these guys known for? Let me see here. Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden. What else do we got? Let's see. Hyrule Warriors. Okay, they worked on Hyrule Warriors as well. Dead or Alive 5. Well, the entire Dead or Alive things. Let's see. Okay, even partially for Fatal Frame as well. What is it called? Neo, whatever the fuck that is. Their action role-playing game, you know. What else did they do? Let's see, Rise of the Ronin, more Ninja Gaiden stuff. So yeah, basically all that kind of stuff. So they're known for that. So yeah. And you can really tell like how this game functions basically. But yeah, that's their team.
He He's dead. Someone or something attacked him.
Whoa! Get away from me! Miles! Enough!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility.
The average Helldiver's experience.
I didn't know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety.
Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
Look at that!
They're coming out of the wall!
Right, stay calm.
What is...
Open fire! This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Sam, I'm authorizing missile use! Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing! And Samus, you attack the frozen spot!
Samus, looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission. But I'm also gonna have to ask that you follow my commands. You don't move unless I say so, and you don't fire until I say so. Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me? I was known for giving the thumbs down during briefing. I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around. But he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn. Among them was Anthony. In the face of his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would
Honestly,
easily
this
be
may look
broken.
very out of place, but if you've read the
Beyond that,
Veteran manga, it kind of makes sense.
I was scared. But even in the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else. Confession time. Because I was so young when I lost both of my parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him. I understood well that chances were slim that I would ever find anyone that understood me like Adam. And yet, when the time came, I still left his side. I was so young. Young and naive.
Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless. As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives.
Gotcha.
Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread
Oh, this
a
one
high
also kind of
temperature
makes
heat wave
sense.
over
Like
a
everything
large
else,
area,
fuck you, but
acting
power
within
bombs,
phase.
they're basically
Which is a
nukes,
nice
so,
way of saying they
but
can
they're fun.
vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, It was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded.
Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
And so other Meekans. We had Shanku, remember these in Fusion?
Samus, go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1. Lyle went ahead to secure a route to a facility of interest. I'll leave you to survey Sector 1.
But yeah, Chonku, this is basically like kind of like Fusion as well, where we are basically on just one single station, but with different sectors and shenanigans. So yeah, you'd feel right at home.
This elevator is bound for Sector 1. A level 3 warning is now in effect in Sector 1. Please avoid traveling alone and remain armed. Stay alert to your surroundings at all times.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
See, I told you, Chonker, there's so many Metro games to play. Also, yeah, this fight, Chris yesterday was like, oh no, a weird lizard monster thing. See, why can't we have that more in Metroid games? Come on. By the way, is it Alejandro, like that? As in, it's like a lot of letters in your name, or numbers. Thank you so very much for the follow, I really appreciate it. Also, that dude's dead.
The booth looked like something had been raised in it. And in one corner was the miserable form of a researcher's corpse. This victim hadn't sustained the same injuries. The dead I'd seen had been torn apart by something large. This one had been attacked by a different type of creature. And as I studied the violence this creature had wrought, I felt something in the air, the presence of a dark intelligence.
Epic foreshadowing.
Samus, proceed through the hatch I just unlocked. Your next destination is a little further ahead.
The epic foreshadowing. Oh no, the ball snatcher is here. Chonker, quick, hide your balls.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Tabith, Tintalk, and Lumona.
By the way, Ryutan, thank you so very much for the 100 biddies. I really appreciate it. But please take care of yourself first and foremost, okay? Treat yourself to something nice. How about that? How do things be?
Nobody would be crazy enough to build a boat out of glass!
Please don't break the stream, thank you. I would, like to, but it isn't new, it isn't new. This has been there for quite a while. There we go. See, now we have a big boom. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. Fucking knew it. There like had to be something with that thing. Of course, the first time that I tried to go past that thing, I dodged it just like that, and now, yeah, I needed to pull that thing up. By the way, Chonka, remember these things?
Some creatures use the powers of others to capture their prey. Watching this disgusting beast, I felt as though it was feeding off my power as well. At the same time, a thought crossed my mind. That howl I heard earlier, could this creature have been the source?
Samus, head to the biosphere test area in your current sector. There should be some important information about this facility in that exam center. The other members are en route. Quickly, go meet them there.
Right, I feel like this might be a good thing to leave it as it is, because I need to prep for work and still, you know, eat and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this was a bit of the intro of Other M. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is again, like, the gameplay in itself is okay. Like, the combat feels really nice. The jaggy part is just like the first, like, switching between first person and third person. But aside from that, it is still fun though, in my opinion. And story-wise, fuck that, but yeah, still good. Still okay. It's at least better than Federation Force, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I will have to go for now. So again, tomorrow is more streaming, and hopefully, you know, Prime 4, you know, it's gonna be quite something. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Today I am supposed to do packages, so yeah, that will happen. But let's see how that goes. Right, I'll survive one way or another. Still, hope you guys enjoyed. So for the time being, I would say if you guys would like to DM me, more than welcome to. And if there's anything that I can do to help you out with, let me know. So for the time being, I would say do take care. Have a good night's rest for those that are going to bed. Stick around for the raid, and remember that I love you all for being you.